Hey, Mom made some food, alright? You're supposed to be there in a couple minutes, alright? Man, get the fuck out the room! See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the game, alright? This is why you get no girls, alright? He ain't Kratos, alright?
What? Got Greek, nigga!
You still ain't Kratos, Hi, hello. I know it's been a while since my last upload, alright? It's been like, what, a week or two, maybe? I don't know when this video is going to release, but I mean, hey, if you clicked on the video, what's good, alright? I'm totally going to be talking about God of War Ghost of Sparta and God of War 3. And, you know, just explain how they changed my life. And I mean, I get distracted easily, like, easily. I'm actually gonna talk to my editor real quick, see if he's working on the edits.
Yo, I haven't uploaded a couple days yet. Yo, hold on. It's been like 2 days.
Okay, the best thing he's gonna get is like a honey bun and McDonald's meal, alright? So, what we're gonna talk about is the main man stuff, alright? Practically the father figure of my life, I guess. I don't know, but hey, we're gonna talk about the one and only. Okay, so what I want to get over with is, I did some exponential research to the first game. Yeah, I lied about talking about the God of War, Ghost of Sparta, God of War 3. Okay, I researched his backstory, his whatever termination, and evaluating, thinking, mentally. And I'm like, oh, shoot. You know what?
I can never fucking win. Now they want to put me in fucking anger management because I told my fucking therapist to shut the fuck up and let me fucking talk. Because the bitch keeps saying, I'm sorry you went through that. Bitch, help me fix it. I don't want to feel this way. What the fuck you mean you sorry?
He a messed up guy. Alright? The first one, I get him. The second one, okay, go a little bit too far. Third one. You a monster at that point, because I don't know how else I'm going to defend you. Also, seeing Kratos as a father figure, I'm not lying when I say that. Hey, hold on, hold your horse. Let me explain myself. Only one part of him, which in his lifetime, which Kratos had 2 wives, and my father also had 2 wives at one point. Like, I mean, he did not have superhuman strength, nor had the power of a god, nor did anything in that caliber, nor did he kill his wife accidentally. Otherwise, I'm still alive. You know what? He just only had that kind of like game. I don't know what it was, but it was just him. Okay, so we're now transitioning to Kratos' childhood and his family life. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. And the most that we get of his family is in God of War Ghost of Sparta. So we're gonna talk about that and then talk about God of War 3. So you can get you up to speed a bit. You know, give you like a small little recap.
Kratos, the ghost of Sparta, had taken his place amongst the Olympians as the god of war. The bloodshed, the relentless battles, had finally brought him to defeat. Ares was dead.
So God of War Ghost of Sparta takes place after the events of God of War 1, which is that Kratos kills Ares, and Ares gives nightmares and visions to Kratos, which is he has visions of his wife and kids and 2 other people, which is Callisto and some other unknown dude. Yeah, dude. And now what does Kratos do with being the title of being given a god, a war, the throne, having the kingdom of Sparta? He goes, takes the latest boat because he's poor like that. And with that, he goes to the temple of Poseidon to get this vision out of his mind or something like that.
Vision of his past set Kratos in search of answers. Answers that lay in the temple of Poseidon, deep within the city of Atlantis.
And during his broke-ass trip to Poseidon, he encounters a big monster that I'm gonna call Bobby since I'm too lazy to look at Greek mythology, look at the name. Let's see what the name is real quick so I can just educate some of you a little. Okay, so this big behemoth of a monster is named Skyla, and apparently it has a whole famous shape. Like, what the? So Skyla, being a monster or whatever, something of the sea, it proceeds to get beaten by Kratos with a couple of swings. Even though they got full home advantage. Like, you in the DMC getting your ass beat by a small ass man. But then later on, he fights some mystical creatures and sea animals and whatever. He goes to the temple of Poseidon. And this particular scene is where we find out more about the story and more about Kratos' family, such as the person in his visions, and that person is no other than his mother. And if you read mystical mythology, you should know that Callisto was one of Zeus's victims. I mean, this motherfucker, Zeus is a freak, alright? He gets what he wants somehow, since he is a god and all sorts. I mean, damn, he turned to his daughter just for Callisto, for his chastity. Now let's get back to the present God of War vs. Sparta. Kratos and Callisto have this conversation, and this leads to the unknown person in his visions turning out to be his brother Deimos, in which he is still alive, and he gets to find out who his father is, and it's none other than, we don't know. I mean, hey, I need to get the suspense of the reveal on who his father is. All right, this is a surprise. So if you already know, just calm down. We'll get there. Calm down. All right, so let's get to the next chapter. So this and that happened. Kratos kills his mother. Yeah, so, I don't know. This Greek mythology is supposed to be tragic. All right. So after that big reveal and that big tragic event for him and his decision to kill his mother, honestly, he had a choice, and he gets jumped as soon as he gets out of that temple. And then he goes into a little adventure. You know, destroy some Greek mythology animals and some robots. And now we get to Thera. And Kratos isn't a negotiator, or he ain't an investor, or he does a lowball like in Facebook Marketplace, alright? So, therefore, his mind, he kills Thera just for the Greek power of the flame, or whatever the fuck, alright? And now we get to the part which y'all been waiting for. He kills that monster. He gets jumped again, and then he kills the monster once and for all. Yes, he killed that mother of like what, 8? I don't know. But then we get this cool ass scene where he's flying in the air. Probably one of my most favorite scenes. I know it's just something basic, but that looks cool on my page. Just look at that slide and stuff. I mean, okay, and now we see the aftermath that he did to the monster, Thera, and to the people in Atlantis. That thing is in ruins.
The battle with Scylla had shaken the very foundation of Poseidon's kingdom. Atlantis was sinking.
Bacon avocado! Bitch, you look good as fuck. Stop playing and spread those pussy lips.
And then we get to the next part of the scene, which is we meet this old guy, this graveyard guy. I don't know if he's homeless, I don't know if he's poor, but I mean, he's doing his own thing while there's destruction going on around now. I mean, look at him, he's chilling, he's just there, just gives a word of advice. He's like that old dude you see once in a while that gives you words of wisdom sometimes. Like, why'd you doing this? Okay, then do this, do that. But the thing is, he just says stuff. And it does make sense sometimes, but as he says, the Kratos, he's trying to understand him sometimes.
You were given the honor to walk among the gods, and yet you spit on it like it was dirt.
The gods can keep their honor. I wish only to find my brother.
Ah, yes, the other one. Try if you must, but you will not succeed. You will never find him. And in the wake of your destruction, you have sunk the only path to your salvation. This is all that awaits you at the end of your journey.
Not before I find Deimos.
Be wise, my son, and turn back now. Do not seek the domain of death.
And after that conversation, he goes to see these two statues, which symbolizes him. He symbolizes him and his brother, Deimos, which is pretty good, in my opinion, of storytelling.
A Spartan warrior never lets his back hit the ground. Even in death, a Spartan stands tall for battle. You are a Spartan, are you not?
Yes, Kratos.
But at the end of the day, they were brothers, and brothers help each other out. I mean, if you don't help your brother out, I mean, you was something else. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I want to bring this up in this clip. Does he not look like Vin Diesel himself? Look at him. And then some time passes by, then this and that go on, and then we're finding the daughter of death. I forgot her name, but hey, we're finding her for some reason since he kills Kratos' Spartans. But hey, it's whatever. He's the man, alright? He's a general, alright? He can do what he wants. He's God of War, so he proceeds to beat the fuck her. I don't know her name still. But hey, after that, it doesn't matter since, hey, he already killed her, so we're already headed to Sparta. Somehow, we went to Poseidon's temple to Sparta somehow. We were in the mountains. I should reiterate, we were at the sea, then the mountains, and then Sparta. And then we make it all the way back to Sparta. Sparta. And this particular moment, we have a flashback between Kratos and Deimos. And honestly, this is one of my favorite minigames. You get to play as a mini Kratos as a teen or a kid, whatever the fuck his age is. And it proceeds to beat the fuck out of him with a spear and shield. You know, those Spartan weapons, whatever they used to use. And then later on, it shows us why they were taken. And the reason why Kratos was spared compared to Deimos.
After the Great War with the Titans, the Oracle had foretold the demise of the Olympian gods and the destruction of Olympus. She saw that it would be brought about not by the hands of the Titans, who thirsted for revenge, but by the hands of a mortal, a marked warrior.
I would like to point out the most pointless thing that was ever brought up in the God of War games. That was the marked warrior. This thing will lead up to God of War Goes to Sparta, and only in God of War Goes to Sparta, because this marked warrior was only brought up in this series and not in any other game. Nothing else. It's the most pointless thing that was ever mentioned in. And now back to the cutscene.
Whoever controlled the marked warrior controlled the fate of Olympus.
Ikari! Patronoles in Sparta Thera Ivan Klali.
Eithor en Ikoedatis. Ikanvet.
Ithera! Aeneas and Memnalis.
Kratos! Help! Kratos!
Forgive me.
Help!
Deimos.
Kratos! Deimos! Where are you? Come home, my sons!
Deimos, I will find you.
And for some odd reason of finding Deimos' brother, we go to Ares Temple. Ares Temple. And there we just destroy his stuff, since we know Kratos is already the new god of war. He can do what he wants, alright? You a king, you can do what you want. You can make a portrait of yourself, make a statue of yourself, you can do anything, alright? Yeah, that's what Zeus did. And that was weird. And so, with Kratos is getting information from the Temple of Ares, go to Poseidon's Temple. Again, I know this is a bit of a trivial. This is a traveling a lot, alright? Back in the day, he probably waited months to even go to one place to another. Alright, you never know. But the thing is, that was the gateway to Death's palace. To the god of death in that game.
The domain of death. A dark netherworld nestled between the land of the living and the realm of the dead. A purgatory ruled by the god of death, Thanatos.
And with that, we eventually do find Deimos. He is chained up in a way where he's up in the air like in the God of War 3 game. Yes, if you played it, then you might understand what this means. Those who hold hope really don't care sometimes. But hey, in this place, Deimos is pissed, like pissed for some reason. Alright, he is pissed at Kratos since he thinks in his mind that he left him, that Kratos left him to die with Ares, and then turn on to Thanatos' palace. Yes, that's his name.
You let this happen to me. You were supposed to protect me. Did you think I would forget? Did you think I would forgive? I am so lonely. I will never forgive you, brother.
And after this part, they start beefing with each other. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what he's even mad at that point, because Kratos trying to help his ass. He tried to free him. But you know what he does in return? He beat his ass for some unknown reason. He hated him since he didn't protect him. But hey, I don't know. That's just him. That's just him. And this is a small little detail that is shown in the game of Kratos, which is the detail that I love, is that he doesn't even try to fight back. Because whenever he's fighting any other enemy, he always fights back. But when it comes to Deimos, he barely fights back. He just takes the hit, since that's his brother. That's his twin brother that he's fighting. He does not want to fight his brother. Blood to blood. But keep in mind, we're in a palace of Thanatos, which is the person who was snatched up. He snatched up Deimos right in front of Kratos. And he is the father of the person that we just killed, the daughter of death. And this is the father of death right here.
You killed my daughter, Spartan. And now you will suffer for it.
And his brother being snatched and being taken away from him again, which your father protecting again, and now he's got more determination to save him now from Thanatos. So he jumps down, goes down like Assassin's Creed. I don't know why, but hey, that's his only way to get in there. That's the only way of transportation anywhere in any game. And also climb through walls. I don't know why he loves climbing walls, but he climbs the walls. And then later on, during the cutscene, during this chase to get Deimos out of, there's a big development, which I think is like a really bullshit BS development between Deimos and Kratos. Just essentially because Deimos just like switches up as soon as Deimos gets rescued. I find this thing very hypocritical of Deimos himself, because he goes to say this quote right here.
Spartan never lets his back hit the ground. Right, brother?
Like, bro, this wasn't even you. This wasn't even you. Not even less than 5 minutes ago, you tried to beat his ass. This wasn't even. Oh my. Oh, you switching up so damn fast. As soon as you got rescued, like, oh shoot, oh shoot. He knows already. He killed his mother, and he doesn't know his father. So to him, this is his only family member that he knows that truly is alive and with him.
The fight is not over.
And then we get to inner monologue of Thanatos of being a pawn in the game or whatever. How Ares chooses the wrong multiplayer, whatever. Or that doesn't matter. What matters is the fight between Deimos and Kratos fighting against Thanatos, which is probably like my personal favorite boss battle out of God of War Ghosts of Sparta. And this is where it gets tragic for Kratos, because to this thingamajig, this has a second phase of a boss battle, which could mean a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing, something bad happens. A good thing, it could be in his last leg. But in this case, no. This later results to Deimos' death. Okay, so that was my first attempt to make an edit, or else I would have to use like this copyrighted music, which I do not want to. I mean, I would, but the thing is, I just want to make my own thing. Now, after Kratos gets that unwanted outcome of Deimos dying, he later beats Thanatos' ass. I mean, there's no other way to put it. This is a God of War game. You kill every single god in the Greek lore, mythology, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not smart in Greek mythology, but hey, you get that outcome. Hey, if you wanted that, good. If you didn't, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. And then later, he kills Death himself by opening his chest and doing this big glowy thing, which he never does in any other God of War game except for this one. It's the most like overpowered move you can do. And after the death of Thanatos, we later get to pick up Deimos and put him with this grave and with that one old dude, that one wise old man that I don't know why he's there. And then we get to see Athena, which makes him a god of war. But then we later found out that Athena is his sister.
Forgive me, brother.
That will later mean that Deimos is also his sister. That I don't know what she could have done, but hey, she was lazy, I'm not gonna lie. Also, if we hit 20 subs, we can make the most deranged cookies I can find on the internet. For 20 subs, please. You know what I realized? Kratos really only use quick time events to either save or leave his family. Like there's like two best examples of that now. But in this game, if someone has an ending to God of War 1, the first game, not Chains of Olympus, which is like a prequel to the prequel to the prequel. Yeah, whatever, I don't care about that, alright? We care about the Ghost of Sparta, alright? And nearly had the same ending as God of War, the first game. But in this one, he changes his purpose to kill all the gods in God of War 2. So the main reason why I wanted to make this video is to really show Kratos as a character and how he develops more of a character in God of War Ghosts of Sparta, and just in God of War Ghosts of Sparta, and Chains of Olympus, the PSP games, because that really shows Kratos as a character and as a father. Because in Chains of Olympus, he had a quick time event that really shows that it was really difficult for him to let go of his daughter one last time. And in God of War Ghosts of Sparta, where he saves Deimos in the quick time event, but fails to save him again, fails to protect him again, and really makes him go mentally insane and goes mad and just wants that gives him more of a drive to kill Zeus in God of War 3, in all the God of War games, since the main goal in the first game was to kill Ares, and later on he wants to kill Zeus, since he was the main cause of all of this to make him go mentally insane and go mentally mad. Also, Kratos' father is Zeus. Maxie.
Garfield from 92.3 The Beat, and my Christmas wish is that y'all treat each other with respect. No color lines.